Hi Libra, I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to a quick next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I do want to remind you, per usual, this is general, but it's meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it, but we will begin and pull from the Animal Oracle deck. I can't really remember the name. Anyways, Spirit Animal Oracle deck. There we go, saw the box. And what else? I do more than appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you haven't joined the Sleep and Tribe already, and of course, leaving me a comment or several down below, even if it's just an emoji or two. But I did get the message before pressing record of if it feels uncertain to you, it's not right. It's not meant for you, okay? You're not meant for it, even, depending on what it is for you. And being reminded all the meanwhile that Spirit has a plan and nothing is wasted. Even downtime, even moments of reassuring oneself or just thinking something over once again. Okay, don't think of it as overthinking. Think about it as being strategic and looking for the answers within, trusting your intuition and absorbing the downloads from Spirit all the meanwhile. Because again, they have a plan, all right? But let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, let's do some shuffling and see what else we get from this deck. A nice little intro at the end. Didn't really expect that, as I was planning to aim down to pull some cards, but for Libra for the next 48. If you're new to the channel, I'm a Leo, Libra. Okay, interesting as I say that we have the Lion Spirit coming out. It's a time to be generous of spirit, but generous to oneself. But it doesn't mean necessarily overspending when it comes to money. It means as far as self-care and making sure you're feeling confident. But I feel a very bold way about your energy in the next 48. Even if you're not overly expressing oneself, people can feel your energy, a very Aries, Leo kind of way about you. You might have those in your chart where you're just, people can feel you coming. People can feel you enter the room. When you leave a situation, things feel less confident or just less bold in certain ways. I'm hearing less protected. So I feel like your spiritual presence is coming into play, even your skill set's playing into that. But let's see what else we have. Oh, I should probably put these in frame. Okay, we have love is all around you. Absolutely beautiful. It's the next 48 where you're seeing oneself with a lot of love surrounding you, right? It could feel like a simple continuation of just that, where if you're single, that absolutely is a given, right? A specific somebody and or multiple options expressing their attraction to you, their just caring nature for you, their care for you. But I feel like through your work, you're attracting a lot of love. Music will come into play, when it comes to your next 48. You'll be pushed to listen to a specific song. One or two songs that you feel the need to keep listening to, there's a reason for it. I sense that it's a song where it's very bold, very dramatic, just kind of coincides with how you're feeling in certain ways or wish to feel if something sort of altered your overall way of being. But I do sense that you're just meant to utilize music to your advantage in the next 48, whether you're out and about walking, driving, you name it. Okay, they're saying on the train, whether you are just at home, okay, at work. But I do sense that people just love you, right? There's spirits loving on you. But there's a push to trust in the great mystery in the next 48. And it could coincide with, or pertain to rather, a deep dive, a very full card energy about this imagery, where you're pushed to dive into a new job, a new relationship, a new friendship, you name it. It could be a new investment with your money. However it ends up working for you, there's more opportunities you're manifesting, and Spirit's even just gifting you, pushing you to stumble upon, right? Or pushing other people towards you to offer you that opportunity or to present it to you. So let's be comfortable with diving into the new, okay? And I sense that there's this feeling where even if you've started something new recently, right? Or you took a leap of faith, had a fool card kind of moment, you're not feeling content with that situation, at least not 100%. You're not feeling super content with your downtime, wanting to stay busy, wanting to sort of be productive. It's like you're open to the possibilities of the new. You're open to the possibilities of things progressing and developing in ways that they haven't up until this point, that's going to leave you with more success. Okay, Spirit's saying we're proud of you for not settling, but we're also proud of you for being open to what can come to be, because things are about to change for you for the better. Okay, and I feel like it's partially because of your bold way of being, but your spiritual connection all the meanwhile. Yeah, a very independent vibe about you in the next 48, where you're being pushed to sing your Libran song and not fret if things don't feel perfect. But I do feel the need to, for a hot second, rewind back to the original message when we were still showing my face, about if it feels uncertain, it's not meant for you. If it feels uncertain in any sort of way, it's not going to fit, right? You're not going to fit. It's not meant to. You just need to trust how you feel within. I feel like your gut's going to speak to you, okay, in certain ways. But I did get the message as well, as I was continuously ranting. We're prepping you to fly, okay, towards what you deserve, what's meant for you, but you're transforming all the meanwhile, all right? And it feels like what you've been working on for a while, it feels like a foundation that's transforming, all right? I think I'm going to pull a tarot for each of these four. They feel to be the main ones that we spoke upon, and we'll just keep the canary spirit and the cat spirit to the side. You could be thinking about animals, given we chose this deck for a reason. I think we're going to go with no, I'm going to do the Mystic Mondays. Just feeling drawn to it. Got to trust what you feel drawn to, who you feel drawn to at this time. I just heard options, options, options. All right, options. There's no need to settle, but there's no need to sort of cut people, places, and situations out of your life so immediately to the point where you might have missed something, or you might have regretted doing it too soon, right? Just play things out, let things fall into place, and just kind of proceed as they're meant to. I'm hearing they care for you. Okay, so for the first one, be generous of spirit, the lion spirit, remember, that was all about you being bold and courageous and just owning it when you walk into the room, when you try to convince somebody or just answer questions, I feel the need to say, when you speak in general, when you sing your Libran song. But I really do feel as if you're burnt out all the meanwhile, okay? Even though you're conquering the room, right? You're conquering whatever you wrap oneself up in. You're succeeding in a lot of ways in the next 48, and people feel your energy 1000% once again. You're burnt out. People might even sense that, right? But I do feel like you've been doing a lot. You've been staying busy. You've been very physically active for the majority drawn to this reading. And I don't sense that there's going to be a lowering of that, horrible wording. I don't feel like there's going to be less movement moving forward. You could even get busier due to an opportunity coming in, or just taking on more on top of your plate, even manifesting certain connections into your life, right? A very busybody kind of future ahead for you. But I just feel like you're also being pushed to recognize when you're feeling a bit guarded or expecting the worst in regards to a connection, okay? Energy is everything is what I'm hearing. Energy is everything. How does your energy change when you wrap oneself up with somebody, when you think about somebody, when you communicate with somebody from a distance? That needs to be highlighted. I also just feel like age is coming into play. Your age, somebody else's age, the difference, signs and how they're saying correlate, how they best vibe together, right? And remembering that you shouldn't be comparing when it comes to dating past, don't associate a specific sign with an ex, right? Because I just feel as if there's, bear with me as the car was starting outside, there's so many different types of Virgos, there's so many different types of Leos, you name it, whatever sign we're talking about, Geminis. Try to disassociate that name, that person, that experience, that chapter of your life from that sign, okay? And look at things in a fresh manner. We got the Empress and the love is all around you for the Nightingale spirit. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. There's going to be noise background in the next 48, Libra, and it's going to affect you, period. It's going to frustrate you. I feel like you'll deal with it quite well, but it might make you blank out, right? It might make you slip up on your words. It's going to absolutely adjust your energy, differing from case to case as to how much, but just beware of that. All right, you've got it going on is now what I'm hearing. You've got it going on. But for the Nightingale spirit, we have, again, the Empress and the Six of Cups. I just feel like you're thinking back to love, right? Could even be, if you're not thinking about your ex, you might be, once again, going back to what we were just saying. But there's a potential for you to be thinking back to the beginning of a new connection, or a new beginning with somebody you've known for a bit, right? And how that's proceeding, right? And whether or not you see it proceeding in a manner that you foresaw for oneself when you didn't have that as an option. Does that make sense? Is it going to be the right fit for you? That's a question you will be asking oneself in certain ways, and even have been previous to this. But I feel like the fruits of your manifestations is what you need to be highlighting in one's mind, okay? And I feel like if you're single, once again, you have a lot of options. But I sense that even when it comes to a business or a project, a job, a hobby, you name it, could be more than one situation. It's like the fruits of your hard work is paying off. People are tuning in. People are listening. People are impressed. People are attracted to you. It just feels like there's, again, more than one level of love and light stemming towards you and stemming from you, okay? And that's just helping things progress in the right manner. Let's pull for the Whale spirit. What do you need to cut out, okay? It's this mystery in regards to how things will proceed once you cut something out, right? It's this innate ability to just go with the flow that needs to be tapped into at certain points. And it just reminds you how independent you truly are, but you can be this super independent Libra and embrace the other placements within your chart, but still go with the flow, right? It's also this, again, going back to kind of that Fool card imagery, you needing to trust the mystery of jumping into that new situation, right? Could be that love situation once again, a new job, a new living situation, something of the sort. Could be more than one thing for you. Regardless of how it pertains to you, I'm not surprised to see the Nine of Pentacles come out, given we had the Cat spirit, all right? Your song will inspire is what I'm hearing. Your song will inspire. There's so many other skill sets I also feel they need to say that you don't know about, right? That Spirit's been keeping on the back burner, or just kind of hiding from you, or gave you a glimpse of and then you potentially forgot, right? Or just didn't put to use. I feel like there's more to come in the near future. But with the Rhino spirit, I don't know why I showed it to you again. There's a feeling you're about to hit a target, okay? Or just there's a target you're being pushed to keep in mind or set in place so you can just surpass it, right? Hit that target and move on forth. The High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're watering what needs to be watered, and that's making things successful, but there's levels of conflict, bad energy underneath it all taking place, and it's like hard to at times choose the right wording, right? Due to what's taking place, what you're trying to communicate, but you'll get it across in the way it's meant to in the end. But it's hard to not focus on what's feeling imperfect at this time. It'll change up when it's meant to. It'll switch up when it's meant to. Watch your thoughts. You're manifesting quite easily, and you've seen this come to be recently, I feel the need to say. But it's a very spiritually connected next 48, where you're being pushed to recognize what you're watering is leaving you heading towards the hitting of this target and multiple goals being fulfilled quite easily, right? Even if you shake a little bit on the way, even if you get a little bit flustered, even if you have to delay, move around, adjust, right? It's everything's happening the way it's meant to. You need to remember that. But when it comes to what you've been watering, what you're working towards, what you're bringing in at this time, and what you are debating on leaving behind and cutting out, going back to that Queen of Swords, your third eye is open. Okay, your third eye is so open at this time. And for a lot drawn to this reading, it's been that way for a while. But you need to trust that you have a very strengthened intuition at this time. And I'm getting a full body of goosebumps. And spirits on your side will remind you in certain ways, angel numbers, physical sensations, right? What feels like coincidences at times, evidence of your manifestations, adjusting of things in your external reality, and even in your mindset, your sight. It's going to be this reminder, if need be, consistently, we've got you, right? We might mess with you at times, or some do, but things are going to change and develop moving forward as they're meant to, because of who you've become, because of your abilities, because of your spiritual connection, because things are not meant to stay the same, okay? But it's up to you to do your part to move forward, trusting the mystery with the most confidence you can dig for, right? Tapping back into that lion spirit and just trust what your third eye sees. Trust what you know within answer-wise, your inner voice, and just pairing that with your intuition and flowing with your spiritual connection and the downloads you get at this time. That was a lot, but I feel like it was beautifully put. The next 48 is going to remind you things are transforming for you as you do the same. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Libra.